Hello again, Steve here, with a few comments that start off with just a few funnies, at least a little bit funny to me anyway. A Facebook friend of mine posted a little sign on Facebook yesterday or today, and it was funny because there was a picture of a guy writing on the door of an office that said "Psycho-the-rapist," and somebody behind him is yelling, "No, you're supposed to say it all in one word." Psychotherapist, Psycho-the-rapist. I thought that was kind of funny. It's funny how you can break up words, you know. Um, I remember several years ago I was calling somebody in the States to do with a job I was doing. I had to order some parts or something. And I think one of their elections was coming up, and I just made a comment about it. And she stopped me and she said, "Oh, hang on a second here. Do you know what politics actually means?" And I might have said something, made something up. She said it means many ticks. Poli-tics. That's what it is. And a couple of days ago I was reading somewhere too where somebody had written something to that effect with a dash and sort of mixed up the word a bit and referred to politicians as Poli-titans. And poly with a and then a dash, titans. I thought that was really funny actually. But yeah, I mean, jesting aside though, politician, I looked it up here in my little handy dandy online dictionary, and I thought this was interesting actually. Um, the first definition is a person who is active in party politics. So, according to that definition, somebody who's running as an independent wouldn't be a politician. Because, look at this. Number two, a seeker or holder of public office who is more concerned about winning favor and retaining power than about maintaining principles. Isn't that amazing? So therefore, somebody who's running as an independent, not willing to sell their soul to a party, would probably be somebody of principles, and therefore, according to this definition, wouldn't be considered a politician. Isn't that interesting? And there's a few examples down here of how to look at this in terms of a concept. It says here, like George W. Bush and Bill Clinton before him, he was a politician who was not haunted by his flaws. And I would add, not haunted by his actions either, probably. I mean, taking a whole bunch of people to war and killing thousands and thousands of people and firing depleted uranium shells for years at people. How could he be haunted by that? He's, not governed by principles, right? And there's another one here. In addition to that accusation, Perez was for a long time viewed as a politician interested in only furthering his own position. Interesting, eh? A couple of examples of how they used it. Somebody of principles. Somebody without principles, and somebody who operates in party politics. And perhaps a politic, because of course a tick wouldn't be concerned about you, right? A tick is a parasite and latches on to suck your blood. And a titan, well, they act as titans anyway. I don't know. What do you think of politics? And I think this is something not to be taken lightly in view of what's going on in the world now in global politics, global politicking. It can be very dangerous, and real bombs are thrown around, and real guns and real airplanes are shot down, and real bombs go off. And nobody votes for this that I know of. Well, maybe some do. If you run part of the military-industrial complex, probably you might. But the vast majority of people want nothing to do with this, right? Because the vast majority of people have at least a semblance of principles in their life. And I suspect that some naive politicians to become, start out with some sort of principles and think they can make a difference, but when they get deep into it, they have to check their principles at the door, and therefore they're not principles. Principles are something that we have to carry with us wherever we go. And, you know, there's always seems to be a criminal class, and in every society since the beginning of time. And my guess is the intelligent criminal class joins politics because criminals want power over others, and the most power over others is through politics. So if we think these people are honorable, right honorable, and so on, nah, not a chance. Whenever somebody says that I have the right to govern over you, and I didn't even have to ask you permission, in my opinion, right away disqualifies any legitimacy whatsoever of that claim. It's done. It's done. It's principleless. It's just, it's pathetic is what it is. It's truly pathetic. And hopefully we human beings en masse will wake up to this, or at least enough people will wake up to this before we just get ourselves into more trouble. Anyway, Psycho-the-rapist, Poli-tics, Poli-titans, and the dirtiest game on earth being exposed, politics. Steve here again, great chatting. Talk again soon. Bye-bye.